Hello, this is the evening, and this is my Julie Andrews moment at the beginning of The Sound of Music. This is Hannum's grave, and look at the wonderful flowers here, and a sort of lavender jungle here. We're actually getting some apples on trees that I planted last year, and the berries are going wild, going wild. Anyway, look, I thought today it would be interesting to talk a little bit about Russia. And I've just had a very interesting chat with one of my Russian friends who lives near the border of Ukraine. And he was saying that the general talk is that the attack on Belgorod was a Russian attack to give the impression that the Ukrainians had failed in their high standards, and they were also attacking civilian sites. He said that the Belgorod attack resulted in 3 deaths, 2 Ukrainians and 1 Russian person. The other thing that I learned today was about one of the Russian universities where I did some teaching, a place called MGIMO. Is it MGIMO? The Moscow State Institute of International Relations. And that has... That had links with British universities and with universities across the world, and it was designed to reach out and sort of act diplomatically, particularly encouraging people to learn other languages and learn other people's cultures. And indeed, it gave a lot of prizes and had a lot of speeches and presentations by senior politicians from across the world. Clinton, Blair, and so on. It particularly had a deal with Reading University, and the students received a letter yesterday, I think, saying that that deal was off. Now, the impression they have been given is that deal has been cancelled by Reading, not by MGIMO. I find that rather sad. So these people invested in the idea that they were going to spend 1 year at least of their university time in Reading, and now that's not going to happen. Although I'm fully aware that we've got all these sanctions, we ought to still be reaching out to Russians who want to come here, particularly students. And if we cannot do a deal with a Russian university, and I think probably we should not, we should still offer Russians who want to come here and who have started these courses the opportunity of completing them in some form. And I'm not sure how that's possible, but I think we ought to be bigger than the Russian aggression. We also know that many Russian universities, MGIMO included, the rectors and the people in charge of those universities have all been replaced. Other news from Russia today, apparently KFC is withdrawing from Russia. That means that Russians are no longer going to be able to get their wings or what their Colonel Mustard. I've never had KFC. I have no idea what this is all about, but I know people get very excited about KFC. They're also, Coca-Cola and Pepsi are apparently also disappearing from the Moscow and Russian market. It's already happened in the supermarkets, but very soon, I believe, Coca-Cola and Pepsi will no longer be available in cafes. Now, Medvedev has been on television saying, we don't need these foreign imports. We are capable of making our own burgers and frying beef. Well, there we are. Yes, of course they are. Of course they are. But I do find the Reading situation and the idea that we are cutting off our relationship with future students and students who want to embrace and share our ideals. We must be open to that possibility, because that is the future.